Greetings, class. As we transition to chapter number 13, let us remember that boxes give us structure in the HTML environment. We're able to organize different sections of the document, the header being in its own box, the footer being in its own box, the navigation menu being in its own box. And in that power, we have the ability to apply different widths, different padding, different borders, different margins, different background colors in those particular sections of the document. So as we talk about in our notes, let us add a new section to the standard index.html that we've been working on since the beginning of the course, and let us apply a box model around it. Namely, let's call it a card, and let's see what that card looks like in the context of the entire system in and of itself. So let me share my screen and let's get right to that work. So we have ourselves a standard index page that we started with. We put a navigation menu on it that's cascading style sheet inspired by the W3 schools. Thank you very much. And we have our standard index code. I'm going to add a new division to this that I like to call card. Card is going to follow the standard code that we've been working with. Everything within this card, I want to follow a certain pattern, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But this demonstrates the CSS box model. That's the text right now. Notice that I gave it a specific class. Its class shall be called card. And in that, if you are in that card, remember that when we say dot, that refers to the class in the HTML. When we're in the cascading style sheet world, we have one called dot card. I want to apply a series of instructions to the card. Let the width, per our example, be 300 pixels. And let's put some padding on it of 20 pixels. Let us apply a border of 2 pixels. Let that border be solid. And let's apply a color to it in the hexadecimal. Sort of like a blue. Let's put a margin on this box of 15 pixels. That power is in our hands. And let us apply background color. Rather than white, I'd like it to be, let's see, F9, F9, F9. Okay. Different pearly white there. So I have a card class. Anywhere this example is in the document, let me apply this particular details to it. All right, and as you can see, that is the text that is being adhered to. That box forms a white box in the midst of my regular document, having adhered to that particular instructions that I gave it here. If I want that font, okay, we say color. Remember, color is the color of font. And as you saw on screen, that color was not coming through very well. 6 zeros. What if I want that color to be black? Okay, now much more visible. The cool thing about this is if I want to apply the class card to another division, all I have to do is apply that class. So let me say right here, in that paragraph, make the class equal the card. Let's see what happens, just for fun. Aha. Now, even that paragraph is adhering to the rules, because remember the power of computing is that when you have a class can be applied across multiple types of categories. You're not just limited it to a single ID. If this was just ID equal card, I'm only looking for only one instance of card in the document. But class says There are multiple instances where I want the style rule to apply with these pixels, these elements, these borders, these colors, these background colors. I want to apply it on multiple elements in the document. That is the power and miracle of computing as we move forth. That is us implementing boxes. You've been implementing them. We just took a deeper dive into it in this particular lesson. So, on that, just a quick note as you're moving forward and getting close to your final project and working hard on the assignments that are due, continue the great work that you're doing. Look at the joy and fun it is in coding, and I hope you're having much fun as I do as teaching it to you as you learn it. Thank you for your kind time and attention. We shall pick up things on the next lesson. Dr. T, signing out for now.